Welcome back to another episode
Speak up.
of Korb's Kitchen, episode 19, right? Yeah, 19. Here we are, back again.
Didn't you just say that?
Yep.
Twice?
Well, just in case I was saying it too softly and you didn't catch it the first time.
So now that we are another week closer to Christmas, even though you wouldn't know it if you lived in Southern California because everything's on fire and it's 80 degrees.
But I refuse to succumb to that, so I'm going to wear my Christmas clothes regardless.
And she's dying.
Actually, I'm not. It's cold in this house.
I'm dying.
It's just hot outside. So, this week we're going to be making another Christmas treat, although it's probably not as festive as last week's, but still equally as good.
So if you hand out Christmas cookies to friends or family or neighbors or dogs or anything, this will be a simple but good tasting recipe for you.
So we are going to be making pecan balls. These are one of my dear mother's favorites. They're known by pecan balls. You could call them Russian tea cakes. You could call them wedding cakes. Being my mother and also her daughter, we changed it up just a little bit. Yes, it does have pecans in it, but we also throw in chocolate chips because in reality, what's a cookie without a chocolate chip in it?
And since they're small, they're low calorie.
Right, so you can eat a bunch.
Yeah, basically no calories.
So, since there don't seem to be any joke about pecans.
Jokes
about pecans.
Plural.
Jokes. And you know how good we are at our jokes. We'll just have to come up with some general ones just about nuts.
The nut family.
The nut family.
So,
here we go. Let her rip. Ethan?
joke number one.
Joke number one. Okay.
What did the peanut say to the elephant?
Please don't snuff me.
Snuff.
Yes. Snuff.
Snuff.
No, snuff. Like,
Snuff.
like kill me? Are you snuff them out?
Snuff them out.
Oh, gosh.
Nothing. Peanuts can't talk. Gotcha.
Oh, yes, that you did. Oh, boy. Dun-dun-dun. All right. Ethan? What do you call a peanut in a spacesuit?
A snuff nose.
Snuffleupagus.
A peanut in a spacesuit?
Anyone?
Peanut in a spacesuit.
All right, it's very quiet today.
A peanut in a spacesuit?
They must be all sugared out.
Nutty. Alone.
An astronaut! Yeah.
Who writes this stuff?
I don't know. Somebody looking for a job.
Well, they're fired.
So without further ado, we will move into the recipe. Once again, correct?
Hold it up for the camera so they can see it.
This is an antique.
Oh, with a secret message on back.
On the back.
I played all the way through Hawaii 5-0.
That was one of my favorite pieces to play on the piano. So obviously I must have written my mother a note while she was baking. I don't know. Anyway, you can see how loved this recipe is.
Should laminate it.
Yeah, I probably should. I'm going to double the recipe just so that we have plenty. Again, another simple one at this time of year. You want something easy, but it's tasty. You start out with, like I said, I'm going to double the recipe. I'll give you the single recipe and then you can double it, which is what I did. It's a half a cup of butter. You're going to have 2 tablespoons of granulated or white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of pecans, and about 1 cup of chocolate chips. So you're going to roll all of that together. You're going to mix all of that together, and then you're going to add the nuts and the chocolate chips, and then you're going to roll them into about teaspoon-sized balls, and you're going to bake those. Goodness gracious. I'm going to have to at 350 for about 15 minutes. And then when you first take them out, they're going to be soft, and let them cool just a tad, and then you're going to roll them in powdered sugar. And then about 15 to 20 minutes later, you're going to roll them in powdered sugar again, because the first layer kind of gets absorbed and doesn't stick all the way, but if you roll them again, then you're going to end up with little white snowballs. And that's the goal.
And snow is 0 calories.
That's right. That's right. So here we are back, ready for a taste test. And of course, all the critters come out of the closet. when it's time to
snack,
especially when dessert is involved. So here we have our two little pecan balls, Russian tea cakes, wedding cakes, whatever you want to call them.
I don't know if I've ever had one
fresh out of the oven.
Fresh before. They're always frozen. They're always frozen.
Alrighty.
Are you supposed to do nibble on it?
You can do it. It can be a one-biter. There you go. Oh boy! Look out! It's a cinnamon chalice, but don't inhale when you take a bite.
Wow! Look at the aftermath.
Mmm. That's as good as I remember. So, definite winner.
10 out of 10.
That's, I guess, why we've used these as Christmas cookies for, well, as long
Since
as I
the
can.
Paleozoic era.
Exactly. Jurassic, whatever comes further back, as long as I can remember. So,
Goodness.
Anyway, you gonna be all right? Get you some water. Powdered sugar rush.
Oh, I can feel it in my throat.
Goodness gracious. All right, so join us here next week for episode 20.
Oh boy.
We'll really have to come up with something special. Not that the rest of them haven't been special, but this one will have to be even more so.
More specialer.
So, like we said before, write in. Send us your recipe. Thank you once again for joining us, everyone. Signing off. See you next time.
Later.